I wonder if you're reluctant to call them dictators in Cuba and Venezuela.
I'm not reluctant. I just haven't thought about them that often. I'll be honest with you. I think that Maduro's government is one of repression. There's no question about it.
Zoran Mamdani shifts right. How typical can you get? You've probably heard similar claims about Maduro's presidency made in mainstream liberal and conservative news outlets like the New York Times. Even just recently, Maria Corina Machado was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for keeping the flame of democracy burning in Venezuela. We know how much Trump wanted to win that prize. This should upset him, but instead, he had this to say.
The person who actually got the Nobel Prize called me and said, I'm accepting this in honor of you because you really deserved it. A very nice thing to do.
You might have thought this was just another lie of Trump's. But it's true. In a post to X, she dedicated the Peace Prize that she won for protecting democracy to President Trump? But it shouldn't be surprising, because Maria Corina Machado is a far-right opposition leader that parrots President Trump's big lie of election fraud. Ever since Socialist President Maduro's victory, corporations in the U.S. have strangled Venezuela's economy with sanctions, reducing their GDP by 80%. And with Trump's tariff war, we should all be able to understand just how much cutting off international trade hurts a country's economy. But far-right leaders like Maria blame this on socialist policies, like creating a housing mission led by women that delivers nearly 5 million homes to Venezuelans, creating food sovereignty for the nation, and communals that put power back in the hands of the people. But just like in the US, the oligarchs can't have this, especially in a country with the world's largest oil reserves. So they parroted Trump, created the big lie, and declared, "We actually won 85% of the vote." So billionaire-controlled liberal outlets ran with it and sided with the far-right opposition, declaring that Maduro's rigging elections by keeping the polls open past closing. From The Guardian, Venezuela's 34,000 polling stations, open since 6 a.m. when Maduro cast the first vote, had been due to close at 6 p.m. But as darkness fell, state broadcaster Telesur announced they would stay open, quote, as long as there are people in line to cast their vote. Wait a minute, Machado won the Peace Prize for supposedly protecting democracy. Since when is turning people away at the polling stations protecting democracy? Just like a dictator would, huh, Zoran? Meanwhile, American news outlets mention very little about far-right violence, like the protest in which 40 people were killed, and one was burned alive, or the assassination attempt against Maduro, and even a U.S. and corporate-backed coup, in which Maria Corina Machado was involved. And because we all know how much of a humanitarian and strong supporter of democracy Netanyahu is, in 2018, Maria asked him for military assistance in dismantling Maduro's government. So Zoran, the answer there should have been, yes, I am reluctant to call Maduro a dictator.